Holy shit, man. Time is running out. Now you can see my feet, you know? This is like the best thing ever. How about uh, a paradigm shift? Oh, fuck, is this bright? This is really. Wait, wait. Well, fuck is the light, y'all. Uh, okay. This is fucking retarded. Smartphone is on the edge of the table. Okay. So I got like 13 days left for my goal of 30 vlogs. And 13 days, that's 13 days and 13 videos. Which means faster bullshit trash content. More shitty topics. Like I had like a couple of good ideas when I was driving today from Karsing to Munich. But it's always the fucking same, man. I got like a lot of good ideas while I'm driving. And the funny thing is, like, the human brain is like, yo, how about y'all? You're driving, you know? You should focus on driving. How about we brainstorm some fucking good ideas? So when you arrive at a certain spot where you could actually record or write down those ideas, how about I just delete everything, huh? How about that, buddy? Like, I'd say approximately about like 80% of my good ideas that I ever had, and like come from this source of inspiration, and 80%, I'd say 200%, let's say, yeah, 200%, because this sounds like a big number. Like 200% of this is lost because of this fact, like, holy shit, who constructed this piece of shit device called human brain? You can't see it right now, but I got like this office chair thingy, and my legs are kinda stabilized in a, what is it, like an L manner. Yeah, more like a half T position. I actually quite enjoy this position. Sometimes I'm really exhausted, like today, basically. Like I woke up, I had more like half of a liter of Y food and like one Red Bull cola, biological cola. This sounds like biological warfare, and like a coffee and an apple, and you know what happens when you combine three beverages that contain caffeine? You piss, you piss, you piss. And yeah, I was pissing and having these streams of thoughts, like when I was driving, from Kassel to Munich, no problem. I was wide awake. I had to piss all the time. So, and the downside, this is the upside of caffeine. You're wide awake, but you're also kind of nervous and have to piss all the time. But here's the downside. When you're coming down from the caffeine, you still have to piss. So either if the caffeine works in your system, you have to piss if it's good, and you have to piss when it's bad. And there was this low I had. I ate something like, what was it? Some soul food, like some rice, avocado, and salmon, like with soy sauce and like wasabi, and shit cost me like €8 the fucking dish, but it's worth it every fucking time, man. And like, I'd say like when you process food, this is like your body is like, okay, how about we drain like 80 or 90% of your energy just for stomach processing. Yeah, and that is like, I felt like a crash was imminent, but I kind of made it, and this is not the first time. I'm feeling this quite often. It doesn't matter how much I sleep. Well, it does partially. Let's say I sleep like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours is the minimum, but 8 or 9 hours, no problem on the way from here to there. But on the way back, the other 2 hours doesn't matter if I was in the school, the university for 1 hour or 2 or 10. Like real fucking exhaustion, man. Like the brain telling you, how about a nice little comfy sleep while you're going 130 kilometers per hour on a highway on the middle lane. How about that? And how about you, like, make some jihad style move and flip your fucking car over because you have like 1 millisecond, a millisecond of sleep because your eyelids fell over. And I know now the funny thing is, I could like there are these not restrooms. What is it? There are like these gas stations where you can rest in Germany. I'd say this is like general, worldwide. I'd say every fucking country has this because every fucking country has cars. Even like underdeveloped countries like Africa have cars. So if they have cars, which kind of cars require gas stations, which require cars. So yeah, and like there are like these parking spots on these gas stations on the highway. It's not a real highway though. And like I know the fucking moment I'd say okay, fuck it. I'm almost killing myself because of sleep deprivation because I'm so fucking exhausted. Exhausted. I might fall asleep at the wheel, at the steering wheel. How about I get some rest? The fucking minute I turn into this parking spot, you know what happens? Uh, Suddenly a surge of energy comes up in me, and I feel wide awake again. So I think to myself, "Whoa, fuck it, man! Like seriously, if I have this much power, so much energy in my system, how about I keep going, man?" And fucking second I cross this fucking line, my brain is automatically, tired, very tired. And this is not just like I'm imagining things or this is I'm the very first human to experience this. Like the brain is kind of constructed to oppose you. In theory, uh, every human brain kind of strives for money, success, fame, sex, drugs, rock and roll. I don't know, happiness, pleasure, whatever. But in reality, there are like certain stepstones you like. Sometimes you put out a leg and you kind of trip over yourself. This is like the process the brain is always throwing out with no fucking reason whatsoever. And now you could say, like, if I wouldn't fuck myself over all the time, I wouldn't have a good reason to talk about. Yeah, but that would imply that I could focus on other things that would actually, like, kind of make fun, not this exhausting shit. And what is also really bothersome is like I see only usually I record with the screen of the smartphone upside down, with the less quality thingy. But today I decided, fuck man, I decided how about I do it the opposite direction so I get the higher quality while my nipples are turning hard because it's getting cold and getting I always forget the fucking word for this one as well. Like there's like this gummy box, and you put in hot water, and it kind of warms you. It was comfy as fuck. The shit. I always use this for sleeping because like my feet get kind of cold. When my feet get kind of cold, I can't sleep, and this is like a good way to fall asleep because warm equals comfy equals tiredness. A freezing body won't fall asleep. Now, I might sound like a professional doctor, but I can assure you I am not. Yeah, this is like what was on my mind. And like a couple of good things going. Like while I was driving, a lot of retards. It's always the fucking same, man. You have on the right side, you have these fuckers that are like going 80 kilometers per hour, and on the middle, there am I driving, and depending on the speed of the driver in front of me, I slow down or increase my speed. Then there's always a fucker from the left side, and they're like coming from behind, going on the left fast lane, and then they drive to the right lane. And they don't drive fast because they want to arrive very quickly. They just drive fast because you drive not to their speed standards. They always wanna, they just wanna fuck you over. There's no real reason. And the funny thing is, there comes this guy, there comes this guy, there comes this guy, and all the fucking gas, all, all the fucking gas wasted because some, like, everybody has a small dick, man. And it's kind of bothersome. And yeah, what I actually enjoyed, I got like this new system in my car, and it has Bluetooth. And it takes a little while to connect, but now I'm kind of able to put on my smartphone on a stand in my car when I'm taking a fucking break. I don't do that shit while driving. Fuck you. If you think I do this, and like yeah, now I got my Bluetooth speakers to watch videos, which is a little bit more pleasant overall. Yeah. Uh, the big move is kinda imminent. I have to write like three different kind of essays, approximately about 25,000 words in general. I'm not kidding you here. This is like the real fucking amount of words. And 25,000 words, this is like writing 25 content-rich posts in wealthy affiliate marketing speak language. And yeah, in order to do this, I need a lot of beer or harder alcoholic stuff because here's the thing, you might say now, yeah, you have an alcohol problem because you can only write when there's alcohol involved. But the thing is, I drink like one beer a week. Am I an alcoholic in your eyes? If so, maybe you're fucking retarded, man. Just, just pointing out the obvious here. So I'd say I need like some high percentage beverages with that contain a high percentage of alcohol. Yeah, and I'd say this keeps me going. And I won't write down the biggest essay of all time or the biggest masterpiece, the biggest white paper ever, I don't know, a doctor's degree, but this is like my kind of workflow. I actually enjoy this kind of workflow. Like I got this template of, let's say, 20,000 words, written garbage. And I read through this and I'd say, why the fuck did you write this? And the minute or the second I read this stuff, like, why the fuck did I write this? It could have been better if I've written this. And immediately it hits me and I can correct that shit. And I correct and correct and correct. Other people write perfectly in the very first take. That's not my approach. First you have, it's like rendering a picture or a video or 3D animation or whatnot. You have blurry rasterization and polygons and whatnot, and a very diffuse form. You can't identify it. But the longer you let it render and process and calculate the shit, the clearer the image gets. And this is a very good approach in regards to this text issues that I kind of have going. Yeah. I'd say that's it for today now. I have to think about a lot of other bullshit for next days. Not to mention I have to. The most hurtful thing about these fucking vlogs isn't the talking and looking directly in the cam and improvising and shit without a script most of the time. Sometimes basic notes, but the biggest fucking problem is these thumbnails. I use these meme thumbnails and they're getting kind of rare. I'm kind of forced to pay somebody to make shitty meme Wojaks, and this is overkill, man. I just want some shitty Wojaks. I don't fucking care about the quality. Should look kind of edgy, but not so edgy that YouTube is aggravated, which is kind of hard these days because YouTube is aggravated about everything. But this is where I come in. I just upload. I just fill the service with service. I just fill the servers with my trash. Yeah, and that's a pretty good idea, I'd say. Okay, let's get up. Oh, fuck, man.